Oh, so close. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Mystery Knife Giveaway live event. I will adjust these knives here in just a moment. We are, as the title suggests, down to the final four. But, as a fun twist, because you guys know that I love fun twists, I'm doing a triple bonus tonight. And what that means is the winners tonight, there's going to be two winners drawn. The winners will receive not two, but three knives. And I have manipulated the contents of the pouches to guarantee that if you win tonight, not only will you get three knives, but one of them is guaranteed to be a premium knife. So if you win, you win. For sure, you will win. A small collection, if you will. Sorry, just adjusting this so we can all see and read. Trying to get it. The aspect ratio on my phone is actually different than what's showing up on YouTube. So we are playing visual chess here. Trying to get everything. I know there's a lot to talk about. I know you guys are going to have some questions about some stuff that's out on the table. We will cover it for sure. How to enter, follow the instructions on the cards here on the left. That's all you got to do. Trying to move stuff down so I can make room for what's up top, because that is definitely going to be a point of discussion, along with many other things. Midgard's Master is just going ham, guys. Absolute ham. Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. What is up? Flip all the knives. We'll get them all out. We'll talk about them a little bit here. The one on the right is they call this the Odin's toothpick. I'll get this out in a sec, but it's like a folding kukri. And technically, I thought about this because it does have a pocket clip. Technically, this is the biggest pocket knife I have ever had on my channel. It actually has a pocket clip. Any knives that I've ever shown that have been larger have not had pocket clips. So they're folding knives, but technically not pocket knives. This is apparently designed to attach to your pockets. What flavor? Gatorade? Amber and carbonated. Happy Friday. Oh, man. I've just been looking forward to this all week. All week looking forward to it. For your Jinko jeans. Yeah, there you go. I'm watching chat. I'm just can't wait for people to ask questions about certain things. It is the new Moyarl. Yes, it is. It's very good. The Neptune is the dagger blade. God, this is way too good, man. I cannot get over how stupidly good that Neptune is for $108. Go Chiefs. Yes, go Chiefs. Wow, what a game. 49ers, respect to the 49ers. Absolutely insane. Can't believe it, but all the respect in the world to the 49ers. Wow, that was the most stressed out I've ever been. I would have liked to watch Lions versus Chiefs. I think I'm not sure if we would have had an easier time, but that's what I wanted. Offered Sumer, what's your opinion on that manual Microtech SOCOM Elite? I love it. I own one. The manual Microtech SOCOM Elite, the only flaw is that it's tip down only, but it's a wonderful knife. Absolutely wonderful. I'm glad you like the 8-bit music, fam. Thank you. I love it too. OG scales on the MSI? Yeah, you're gonna get a video on that. Oh boy, these are so good. These are so good. So happy with this, man, to have an all metal MSI. Now these are aluminum. Titanium's coming, and you bet your sweet little buns. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I'll have the titanium ones here too. But golly gee, look at this. That's so nice. Woo, baby, I love this knife. I've been carrying it like crazy. So fun. A little tricky taking that thing apart, but we got it. Little orange. So that's the mini Valhalla. And this is the one that has like the blade extender mechanism. This is mostly, I said in the unboxing, I was like, man, like people really tore apart my short on the Valhalla. And they were like, it's so over-engineered. Oh, and it's not even useful. Like people just like really went, it's just fun. It's clearly not designed to be like the most practical solution to anything. It's just fun, right? For the record, I do not think those locking tabs are very strong. But it is cool, right? I'm glad that things like this exist. It's just fun. Midgard's Messer is just fun. You know, make fun stuff. This is a smaller, more EDC-able version because the original Valhalla is... That's not something you can put in your pocket. Sitting waiting to replace my opportunity to upgrade my MSA. Yeah. You'll love scales. They're so good. The giant orange pocket knife is the Odin's toothpick, and I'll get that out here in a second. It's a little bit of a hassle because it's like all pinned together. This is a bit of a dangerous knife because of how big the blade is. It's over 1/4 inch, and it's very heavy. Excuse me. What about that Bowie? Yeah. Look what mysteriously showed up the moment that Knife Joy announced it. It just teleported onto my front porch the exact moment that it was announced. The new Knife Joy exclusive Spyderco Sleesh Bowie with... Is that a lock bar insert? Oh, yes it is. Yes, it is a lock bar insert, and Over Travel stopped making this the ideal Sleesh Bowie. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, yeah. That is going to be a hot item, I'll tell you what. Wowzers. We'll talk about that more. I don't know if Knifejoy is in here. I was talking with him earlier. I was letting him know I was going to talk about this on the stream, but Knifejoy has announced the exact date that this will drop, I believe, or maybe they've just shown it off. But you should definitely check out their Instagram. Definitely check out Knifejoy's Instagram. This is going to be a hot item, and if you're not familiar with the Sleesh Bowie, this is definitely one of the most famous Spydercos ever. Legendary. You will see that unboxed. I do have my unboxing and reaction recorded and ready to upload. But yeah, wowzers. That is a slicey. That is a super cutter, man. The geometry alone on that blade is ridiculous. The Kunwa Padre, your wife wants to see it. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got my fingerprints on it. Sorry about that. But it is very beautiful. This is so nasty. Oh, tell your wife I apologize. Let me get the oil. Oh, God. Oh, I made it worse. It's just finger oils and stuff. The blade is... I mean, I've actually tried to scratch this with a bit. I think I did that on a live stream and on one of the videos. I can't scratch it. It's real DLC. Beautiful. One of Kunwu's greatest creations, for sure. Blaster Master tune? Let's see. Yeah, you're right. Nice ears. I always think of Angry Video Game Nerd when I listen to this music. I love AVGN. I still watch him to this day. Yeah, it is a Python. If you're wondering how to enter, all you need to do is follow the instructions right here. How to enter, there's a link in the description. Open it up. It says live participation required. Enter here. Just click on that link and follow the instructions in that video. Leave a comment under that video, basically. Don't use the F word. That will get you filtered by YouTube, most likely. It's hard to guess what YouTube is going to filter. Their algorithm is so weird. Just say, like, just your entry. If your entry comment is cheeseburger, you definitely won't get filtered for that. Or corn dog. That will also work. What knife is best for cutting pizza? Well, honestly, a pizza cutter. And you know what? Has any company like designed an M390 pizza cutter? Because they're really missing the mark on that if they haven't. Somebody, and preferably one of the Chinese OEMs so people can afford it, somebody has got to design an M390 pizza cutter on bearings. Titanium handle. I want ceramic bearings, and I want an M390 circular blade. Maxace. Come on, Maxace. Get on that. Come on. The Maxace Pizza Reaper. I already got the name. The Maxace Pizza Reaper. They could do one in M390. They could do one in Damasteel. They could do a Timascus handle. Paul, welcome to Knights Around Knights Razor Swords. For Paul, once again, he is a recurring member. Minimalist EDC, thanks for noticing. Thanks for all you do for the community and being an inspiration. Thank you for being here. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. Do you... Hold on a sec. Oh, bro has a channel. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do him tonight. Minimalist DDC, can you give me another comment real quick? Because I'm gonna pin you, and I would like to promote your channel. I haven't been doing that, and I would like to, because it looks like you've got some content, and you've got a few subscribers, but I think maybe we could help out tonight. Minimalist EDC, just give me one more little comment there, and I'm gonna post it. Yeah. There we go. So for tonight, let's highlight Minimalist EDC, and there we go. So, Minimalist EDC, his channel right here is pinned. If you just click on his name, actually, you know what? That's dumb. Let me just here. I'm gonna pin your actual channel URL. I'll do it myself. So let's do this. If you would all be so kind as to subscribe to Minimalist EDC, I think we could definitely help him out with maybe at least 100 subscribers tonight. It's like I always say, it's hard getting started, but he looks like he's doing a good job. He's got some content here. A bunch of content, a ton of content, relevant, new content. That's great. Yeah. So subscribe. Jimmy White, thanks for gifting the memberships there. I believe he was at 295. Yeah. So, yeah, he's already up to 342, so that's great. Very good. Thank you, guys. We'll do that a couple of times, get you up there a bit, and then I gotta go back and promote my own Patreon if you. But yeah, let's leave you up there for a bit. Hey, thank you very much, Christopher Wheeling. It is a folding kukri. Let's get that thing out. It's got a huge secondary pin, as it should. Because if you're really going to use this thing as intended, you do not want to be relying on the liner lock. There are so many threads holding this thing in. They really... Look at that freaking thing. Jeez. Wow! Holy moly, that thing is huge! 275 thousandths on the spine. And, yeah, it's a liner lock, but you're definitely going to want that other pin in there. Oh, yeah, and it only goes in one side. I'm not going to put too many threads in, but no way. You don't want to trust this thing without the pin because you do not want that blade coming down to your fingers. It's a really thick edge. I think with that secondary pin, you probably could do some light chopping with it, but I wouldn't be like, don't chop down a redwood with this or anything like that. But yeah, wow. And it does have a pocket clip. My only complaint is that looks a little bit flimsy. I don't know how well that's going to hold up. Like, realistically, I think that'll bend out almost immediately. But the rest of it's built really well, right? No idea what the blade steel is. Oh, yeah, here it is. CPM D2, which honestly is probably... It wouldn't make sense for this to be M390, right? I don't know what the best blade... Probably a high carbon steel would be better for something like this. Impact cutting, right? You don't want a super hard... super steel on something like this, but then again, we have to question. This is why you don't want your fingers there, right? Well, let's just use our brains. 3V, there you go. Yeah, it's freaking huge. So they're doing their thing. They're doing exactly what they always do. I got so much wacky stuff from them. I got this box. It was the heaviest box I've ever received. They sent me more steel in one box than I probably review in 3 months. Like, it was unreal. The weight of the steel in that box was absurd. Even the guy who delivered it was like, dude, this is a heavy box. Brains are for nerds. We are all nerds. Everyone. You know what? In this day and age, you can't exist on Earth without being a nerd of something. Right? To me, like, the term nerd just means extremely enthusiastic and knowledgeable about a very specific subject. Right? Like, we're all like that with something. 100%. We're all nerds. It's not even like a bad thing to say anymore. It's just like something you say, like, it's almost like interchangeable with bro. It's not titanium, it's aluminum, but the titanium scales are coming. I do have titanium scales on this AD15, also from Original Goat. So this is a black. I wanted to do a black. Oh, it also has skiff bearings, so it's like scary smooth now. It's almost like intimidating how smooth it is. But yeah, skiff bearings and titanium scales on the 8015. I thought the black and titanium combination was really cool. This is such a beast of a knife now. You know, I think I love comic books, and I'll tell you what, my son does really well in school, but I'm so proud of his reading chart. My son reads an average of like 45 minutes to an hour every evening, and he's got a few favorite comic books that he reads. He reads like Big Nate, and he reads Captain Underpants, and I think it's Dog Man, and he just loves it. But his reading comprehension is so good, and he always scores like the maximum score. And I just love that he wants to read. And I don't really care, as long as it's appropriate. I don't care the style that he's reading. I don't care if he's reading books with no pictures or comic books. I just think that's so healthy. And so I always tell him, like, man, like, whatever you want, man. You want to go to the library, you want to, like, whatever you want to check out, let's do it. I just think that's super healthy for his mind. And he's doing so well in school. I'm just super proud. So, comic books for the win, man. The OTF on the left, well, they got two OTFs. So this is the EMP EDC, like, super, can't remember what this is called. It's the crazy prototype. In fact, is it, yeah, it's here. There's a little card there. Pulse R prototype. The widest OTF I've ever seen. Woo! I heard they got one coming from made in the USA. There's a prototype being sent to me there. And then this one is the new Combat Troodon, which is beautifully smooth, dangerously close to the smoothness of, watch this. It's a left-handed index finger deployment. That's how easy these are to deploy. This Microtech has never failed. I love this knife. The Gen 3 Combat Troodon. What's he at? Let's do this again. Currently pinned, we have Minimalist EDC. We're just trying to help him get some more subscribers. He's at 380. I think we can bump him over 400 before I change it back to my Patreon, because you know I gotta promote. But now that there's 700 people in here, if you guys would be so kind as to click on the pinned comment, we're helping out a newer creator. Currently at 380 subs. If we could just quickly get him over 400, that would be excellent. The giveaway is soonish. Where are we at there? 392? Come on now. We can get him over 400. Link right at the top. Pinned comment at the top of chat. That's Minimalist EDC. It's got 42 uploads, clearly invested. Almost 3 years since you resubscribed. Nice. There we go, 413. Excellent. All right. Thank you guys very much. Always important to, and don't just subscribe. Watch this content. It's important to watch lots of. I mean, you're already doing it. It's just more knife content, right? That's all you're doing. You're being introduced to another perspective, more knife content, perhaps content covering things that you've never seen before. So it's worth watching the content. I'm going to put my Patreon back up here because I still have to promote that. Current campaign of knife sales going on my Patreon. Knives are heavily discounted. It is a bit of a competition because the knives are so ridiculously discounted, but I am doing 5 knives a week. So if you'd like to join, that's one of the perks. You can join for $1. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on there, including exclusive giveaways. Once a month and once a week exclusive content. You also get Discord access. There's quite a bit. The minimum tier is $1 and you'll gain access to everything for $1. So if you want to, there it is. It's right at the top of the chat. Loving the music. I'm glad you are. I will eventually change it back to do something else, but I am very much enjoying playing the NES music as well. I've not handled the thinner impulse, but I feel like he's mentioned something about that, so maybe he'll send me one. All right. It's time to show off my new watch. I did finally record a video going over my entire watch collection. That's tomorrow morning. I'm going to spoil it for a lot of you because the clickbait part of the title is I bought my dream watch, and there's like a picture of my watch case and it shows one slot empty. I've been reserving that final slot for one very special watch, and it is substantially more expensive than any of the other watches in my collection. But I finally bought the Tudor Pelagos. I am so happy with this watch. I am so happy with this watch. Tudor is a sister company of Rolex, and oh my god, this clasp. I could talk about this clasp all day. This is the most comfortable. It is so comfortable. But I also would like to, really quick, I want to show off the lume on this bad boy. 3, 4. Oops. No, I did it wrong. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. Oh, no. Ah, I don't know how this flashlight works. 2. Okay, we're ramped up. Give me a sec here. Do. Give me a sec. Dramatic effect. Woo! That's crazy. Wow. The lume on this is unreal, man. That's so cool. Absolutely beautiful. Super legible. The Pelagos is my absolute dream watch. I like a tool watch. I don't like a super duper flashy watch, and the Pelagos was exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Big fan of the Pelagos, and it's just perfect. It's bulky, looks good as a 42, feels good on my wrist. It doesn't look tiny, right? Just titanium. It's all titanium, which is really cool. Yeah, I don't think I'll be buying another watch anytime soon. That was wowzers. I did find a reasonable deal. I did buy it brand new. It is authentic. I had actually, ironically, Nick Shabazz and Lev on of the Knife Nuts podcast both helped me out with the purchase, gave me some good advice, and made sure that it was the real thing. Because, man, there's a lot of fakes out there. So, obviously, I'm going to trust Nick and Lev on when it comes to that stuff because they know a lot more than me. I had no idea how many fakes were out there. Yeah, Tudor is the sister company to Rolex. Don't loom me, bro. You done been loomed. Thank you very much for that donation. This is Kirby. Classic. Nick was super helpful with that purchase. And he alleviated a lot of stress. That was a very stressful purchase, especially after researching how many fakes are out there. You can buy a fake Pelagos pretty easily. And I was just so nervous about it not being the real deal. And he, we talked on the phone and he explained kind of like what certain retailers do and like why, you can trust here and not there. And so that was really helpful. Are the MSI scales available? I think they will be very soon. You guys need to follow Original Goat on Instagram. I have the links for Original Goat in the description, so you can sit there and refresh the page. But following them on Instagram is the way to go, because they'll update. Like I feel like a lot of people will. I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say thank God for Original Goat. Oh my gosh, man, they are so awesome. The stuff they make, it's like they know, man. Those are knife people, man. Like they know what people want. They're doing it right, making it in the USA. It's awesome. It's expensive stuff, but man, so cool. Do you have a video with the watch and the custom stitch in the dark? That is a really good idea. It's a really good idea. Maybe I'll do something on Instagram with the tritium from the stitch and the loom from the Pelagos. The problem is when I combine things like that, I get a lot of negative comments because people are like, what a flex, And I'm never trying to flex. I genuinely enjoy sharing the stuff that I love with people, but the problem is it's not always perceived that way, Great lives. Would love to see you. What you think about my YouTube channel. All right. We've done one this evening. Thank you very much for your donation. We've done one this evening, but come back and we'll do, maybe we can do you next week. Hold on. Let's take a look. Let's take a look real quick. Oh, you got 7,000. So you've been at it for a bit. Good for you. It's got 3. Holy crap. Dude, you have 3,000 uploads. Man, I thought I was one of the only people on YouTube that had this many uploads. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Whoa, man! Juvon's Knife Flicks, 7,000 criminally undersubscribed to for 3.2 thousand videos. Holy moly, man. You are invested. Wow. I can't believe that. I rarely do I see a channel with over 1,000. Listen, I know the work that goes into a channel like that. I mean, that's what I do, but you got 3,200 uploads. Unreal. Good job, man. Landon Trainer, thanks for your donation. What's up, man? Congrats on Plagos, dude. Gorgeous. My ultimate grail is the Black Bay 58. Dude, honestly, the XLs are almost ready. I'm so stoked. I'm buying an XL. I told him. I said, I'm getting in line and I'm buying. Just let me do it. And he said, okay. I'm gonna buy one. Man, Ninja Gaiden, every time this track plays, I just get the chills, man. And anxiety because those levels are tough. I need a submariner? Alright, well, I don't know if I'm quite on that level yet. Let's show off the highlight of the evening now that there's about 860 people watching. What time is it? It's only 7 o'clock. Alright. So, I know that probably most of you know what's in this pouch. But this is a custom knife that I had made by a very prestigious member of the South African Knife Makers Guild. And it had been in the works for a while, and it is finally done. I showcased it in an unboxing here very recently. And you can check out my post on Instagram where I also tagged the person who created the custom sheath, because the custom sheath is also incredibly beautiful. So shout out to Felicity for creating this absolutely gorgeous sheath. Look at this sheath. Look at this. We gotta highlight this here for a second. Felicity McNamara. I know I'm mispronouncing her name, but this is an absolutely gorgeous. It is cowhide and ray skin. Absolutely beautiful. But I think we should also highlight Dion Nell's work for the Randall style dagger. A lot of people ask me, is that Randall style intentionally? And the answer is yes. There we go. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Anything that you see on the blade is just debris. Like, I'm trying to keep the leather, the sheath keeps most of it off there, but I mean, come on. Come on now. Come on now. Absolutely perfect. Double hollow ground. Mirror polished. Polished micarta. I requested no palm swell. He's going to be at Blade Show Texas. This dagger has a brother. One brother in red. And I believe he is doing some sort of early bird, but absolutely perfect. Perfect. This is handmade. Unreal. The craftsmanship on this is absolutely ridiculous. You'll have to excuse me for a second while I very carefully put this back in the sheath. I'm extremely protective of this knife. This is one of the nicest knives in my collection now, and I'm just super duper protective of it. But it's hard for me to comprehend that level of craftsmanship. That is just really something. You should follow the Knife Whisperer or Dion Nell on Instagram for sure. Absolutely stunning. Just gonna very carefully put that back in the old poucheroo there. Really cool. God, it smells so good. I think that's the sheath. The sheath smells amazing. I think the guard and butt cap are 416 and the blade is N690, which I'm actually really happy with because being able to preserve that is really important to me. He brought the polish out with N690, which of course is actually a really good steel for a knife like that in terms of what you would use it for, but also in terms of preserving that knife. I'm very happy that that's the steel that was chosen because the stainless qualities of N690 are rarely paralleled. So that actually, you know, a lot of times on like a super premium folding knife, I don't want that steel, but on something like this, that's like, it's functional art. Like, that's what I want, you know? Leather can trap moisture. So the sheath is beautiful. What it stays in is beautiful, but I need that thing to stay preserved. So I'm really happy with that choice. Don't store it in the sheath. I've heard that before. I want to talk more with Felicity and with Dion about that. I think I'll probably buy a mount for it and keep that mounted. I remember learning that a long time ago, that leather traps moisture. For now, it's here for safekeeping. I'm going to find the proper way to keep that. That at this point, that is a channel icon. That's like that's about as perfect as I could ask for a custom dagger. I absolutely love the profile. I just think it's beautiful. So. That's Caveman. He said, what are you oiling and waxing with? I'm gonna see what Dion recommends for his stuff. If you guys want, or if you're interested in a custom fixed blade, there's a lot of great makers out there, but as far as the stuff that I have handled, I have never seen work like Dion's before. It is ridiculous. It is premium beyond premium. I can't believe a human being made that. The quality seems impossible. It's very rare that I handle something that is so laser perfect. It's ridiculous. You don't need a hardware check on that pen. I love the Oz Machine Company. I think this is a Big John or the Hefty John, or I can't remember. But this is such a nice pen, the Oz Machine Company pen. This is now like my dedicated office pen. I just love this. A slimmer profile, and I like the Oz Machine Company logos right here for the grip texture. It works. Just real cool. Bolt action. I believe these are T8. Caps T8, or clip cap is T8, I think. Super cool. Really nice stuff. USA, of course. I feel so fancy. I got my cool dagger. I got my cool watch. I just feel good. Thank you for letting me do this. Thank you for letting me share it with you, because I obviously wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, which is part of it. That's the whole reason I give stuff away. I mean, obviously it's good for the channel. I say this all the time. I generate income when I do these live streams. I get Patreon members and stuff like that. But I also very much enjoy giving things away. It's fun, and I feel like the people who support my channel should have the opportunity to get free stuff that I get for free. That's fair. So thank you to you guys for letting me live my dream. I really appreciate it. Genuinely. Oh, we got to turn this up. I'm not going to go to the Texas Blade Show because my wife is very pregnant right now, and I should be here. So, but at some point I will go to a show and I will meet people. I'm overdue. I've been on YouTube for 6 years, and I've never been to a show. So that's kind of really detrimental to my credibility. Oh, man. Somebody had a dagger question there. What do I like more, the dagger or the black dot stitch? Truthfully, I like the dagger more, because the stitch is cool, and it there's a lot of machine elements there, and it's cool, but there's so many of those out there. The dagger has so much more spirit. It has so much more. It has blood, sweat, and tears in it, and it's a special version of something that he makes. He makes the dagger with a natural palm swell, and he altered that handle for me, and had not done that before. And so that's really special to me. And I don't know. I feel like Dion is incredibly underrated. I was so surprised that he's only got like 2,000 followers on Instagram. The guy should have hundreds of thousands of followers. His work deserves to be highlighted. It's just really incredible stuff. I mean, if you're wanting to get in on something like that right now, like, this is the time, because, before he inevitably becomes, not from me, but just through his own work, he doesn't need me. His own work will make him famous. But before he does get incredibly famous and there's massive demand for everything he does, which there already is, but before that happens, if you want something spectacular made, like ask him, you know, see what he can do, because it's really amazing. So what's the dagger worth? So here's the reason I don't highlight. It's expensive. Like you're looking at over $1,000. But the reason I'm not going to get specific is because he's a custom knife maker. And that means that everything he does, every little teeny tiny thing he does, will alter the price slightly. So it depends on what the customer wants, and it depends on what the customer, you know, it depends on what he can do and like what build he's basing it off of. So I don't want to say like this is exactly what you're going to pay, because I don't know. You know, it depends. It depends on what he can do and what, you know, the customer requests. And that's a conversation you have to have directly with him when you want to order something. Not nearly as expensive as you might think, though. Let's put it this way. You're going to pay a lot less than a beautiful, perfect mirror polished dagger from Tony Marfione. Seventh knife from the top. Oh, this one? Yeah, let's talk about this one. Let you guys get a look here. This is a Midgard's Messer and PMP collab. This is the Boss prototype, and they have a semi-mirror polish on this. This knife weighs more than my Alpha Beast. Look at that. Yeah! Dang, that is a big old Tanto. Good Lord. Unreal. The polish on that blade. Crazy. Not quite the same mirror that's on the Dion, but holy crap, man. Just crazy, man. PMP and Midgard's, like, what a great collab. No idea. This is prototype, so no idea when it's going to be available, but I guess it's called the Boss. I have no idea how much that'll be. Probably a lot. Probably a lot. But my guess is 500 plus. It's hard to say. Did I get my Tudor? Yeah. Yeah, I'm wearing the Tudor Pelagos tonight. Just the most perfect watch in the whole world. WeKnives 20 CV, if it's uncoated, it's 59 to 61, which seems to be the industry standard. Obviously, geometry plays a big role. This is the same thing I say every single time. As a person who's not, I don't make knives. I don't study metallurgy. I'm a knife collector, knife enthusiast who has minimal knowledge on this stuff, right? So you have to understand who you're getting this information from. I don't want you guys to be misled and think that I'm some sort of professional in this field. I'm not. I read a lot, and I use knives casually, right? I'm a design reviewer, which, you know, the people of Reddit don't seem to understand. But I am a self-described casual design reviewer. I don't claim to be a professional of anything. The industry standard seems to be 59 to 61. I don't like to see a steel like M390, which is clearly meant to really accentuate the ratio between edge retention or potential edge retention and corrosion resistance. I don't like to see it at 59 because I feel like that's a little bit too soft, considering the geometry that performance folding knives are usually in, right? So I feel like the industry standard for M390 should be 60 to 62. It's not a tough steel. It's meant to be, you know, it's meant to hold an edge longer and have good corrosion resistance. So they hit it at 59.61, which people just sort of expect. But when it's coated, it drops it even more. So then it becomes 58 to 60, which I really don't like. So they're hitting it where a lot of people are hitting it, but I just feel like it should be higher. You know, there are companies that are willing to go higher, and I feel like that should be practiced more often. But that's just my opinion. Rockwell hardness is a very subjective thing, and without having like the knowledge of somebody like Laren Thomas, you guys can't get the best information from somebody like me. There are far more qualified people in this community to talk about Rockwell hardness, you know. So all I can do is just give my silly, filthy, casual opinion on that. What is this music? Oh, it's Castlevania. I'm dumb. Sorry. I'm stupid. Sorry about that. Don't trust Chinese. You can absolutely trust many Chinese OEMs. That's you cannot lump all. Chatty Factory. It's fine. I'm not gonna like try to dunk on you on anything, but that statement is incorrect. There are many Chinese OEMs out there. Kunwu is a great example of a Chinese company who produces ridiculously high quality knives. And oh, he says I'm just kidding. Yeah, me going. All right, you got me. Sorry about that. It's all caps. You put it all caps. Like, oh no, I'm not ready for Dirt Wizards tonight. I mean, okay, like Kunwu might not be on the same, like, in terms of like potential execution, like a lot of Riot's stuff like is really like over the top. But Kunwu makes a really high quality knife, and they really focus on heat treatment, which people, if you're gonna buy something, you know, you want that advertised horsepower, right? Is Civivi garbage? No, Civivi's great. They're fantastic. I love Civivi knives. As a self-titled knife snob that spends multiple thousands of dollars on pocket knives, Civivi is a fantastic budget knife company. Civivi is wonderful. Civivi Vision FG, one of the best knives of 2023, one of the best knives ever created, dollar for dollar. Snex design. We got to remember, we say Civivi Vision FG, but we got to give credit to Snex. Something I could do better is giving credit to designers. You guys have called me out on that before. That is a good criticism of this channel. I should do better about that. I don't always agree with your guys' criticisms. Sometimes I'll tell you guys to kick rocks on certain things, but that's a valid criticism. I could do better about pointing out who's designing what. I give too much credit to the OEM and not enough to the designers. I'm sorry about that. It's getting overwhelming, man. Like, I love being a content creator, but now there's so much. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm gonna dump. Like, you guys play your tiny violins for me, like poor YouTuber, right? I'm gonna complain about some stuff that's really silly. I wake up in the morning and I open my Instagram DMs and I'm like, oh God, it's a lot. I feel very responsible, and I want to get the right information out there. There's so many people reaching out, and there's so many more people watching now, and people point out when I don't say things correctly in reviews, or I don't catch certain things, and so I'm much more careful now when I review things than I used to be. And if you watch my old content, you can tell, like, man, some of my old content is pretty crap, you know. I covered topics that I thought I knew what I was talking about, and I really didn't, you know. And so I got to be careful. I got to give respect where it's due, and you know, credibility where it's due. You got to be careful about that stuff. MC, can I get a knife from a company? That was really nice. Thank you for the donation, man. Really nice. South Africa sent to you to look at. Perhaps, I'm going to be honest with you right now, my workload is massive, and the pile of knives that I have to review is huge. And that's one of those elements. It's very overwhelming. So I have people wanting to send me things left and right, and I have to balance, like, what do people want to see? What do I want to review? What's going to be fun for me and entertaining for my viewers? And so I would love to accept. I think I need things to die down just a little bit. And I know I always say that, but I got to find a zone where I'm a little bit more able to receive things from people, make time to review it, and then be able to send it back within a timely manner, you know? What do I think of artisan knives? They have come a long way. Their new stuff and their sand polish is great. I think their S90V heat treatment is really great. I think their machining quality and detent quality have gone up through the roof versus what it was 5 years ago. Artisan Cutlery makes some great stuff. Some of the best budget knives on the market, and honestly, some of the best bang for your buck. The Artisan Satyr, for example, or Satyr, I get, however you want to say that. That's a great. It's 199 bucks. S90V. It's sand polished, beautiful titanium frame, really nice. I need some employees. I'll never have employees. I'll always do this entirely on my own. I don't want to be responsible for other people, and I think I would be a terrible boss. Not because I'm mean or anything. I feel like anybody who worked for me would be like, does this guy know what he's doing? Hey, yeah, Chris, oh, let me read that. My vision's getting bad. Chris Cornell, 12 months. Yeah, you got that gold helmet. I'm at the point where my vision's always been great, but I can tell it's slipping just a little bit. I've had to increase the size of the icons on my computer so I can see things. Oh, I'm gonna get into my mid 40s. I'm gonna need glasses. I got a ways to go. I'm 36. I got a ways to go. I'm still young. I tell myself that. Have I carried the Victorinox Multi? You mean the Spirit? Yeah. I mean, do they have a new one? I don't know about it, but the Victorinox Spirit, I carry that thing all the time. I love that thing. Yeah, so listen, I would love to play newer Nintendo music, but like they're real weird about that. Older NES stuff is not, like, it is copyright, but they let it go. But like if you play stuff that's a little bit too new, they'll hit you. They'll hit you with copyright. So you got to be careful. I've talked extensively. Well, I say extensively. Pete from Cedric Aneda has talked about his use of Nintendo music in videos, and for the most part, things are safe. But there's certain things they're picky about. So I'm real cautious about that. A little gun shy. If you guys remember from a long time ago, this channel got demonetized for a little bit. Then it got remonetized, and then I got demonetized again. And then they remonetized me again. And they've left me alone since then. I've talked with they've assigned me a person from YouTube. I have an actual person from YouTube that's assigned to this channel that I can communicate with now. And that's really nice. But they explained a few things to me, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta be careful. So Nintendo will definitely throw down the gauntlet. Where did you get the 8015? I just bought the 8015, and then I added original GOAT titanium scales to it. Well, they sent these to me, and I added them. You'll get a video on that. So you want to see the Ultimo TF. The power on this is awesome. They did a really good job with this. It's really cool. Probably the best edge geometry of any OTF on the market, given that it's hollow grind and has a lot of room to get down to a super slicey edge. Really cool one. I would prefer a different front scale on that one, but whatever. MSI scales are original GOAT. Aluminum. Six from the left. That's the mini Valhalla from Midgard's Messer, which will be available soon. But it's a lot of blade for how small the handle is, given the mechanism, right? Wouldn't call it a hard use lock, but it is fun. What's next? The ultimate. That is the up and comer Northern European cedar from. Why am I blanking on this? I have the box right here. Rob Johnson's. This is the same tier as Brown Knives, Oz Machine Company, Hog House Knives. We're relatively in the same zone as Koenig Knives. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ultra high quality. Small batch. Gorgeous stuff. Son of a mother's lover. A dressy tiger? I wanted to, but like I'm trying to save the purpose of it's a great time to actually on that topic promote my Instagram because there's 1,200 of you in right now. If you don't know what I do on I said my Instagram, my Patreon. If you don't know what I do on Patreon, I do a lot of stuff. I do once a month private giveaways. I do once a week private content. You have access to my Discord. You have access to my Patreon chat and knife trading and all that. But perhaps the biggest benefit are my private knife sales. It's no secret that I get things for free. And a lot of those free things I give away on live streams. Some of them I sell on Patreon so that I can afford knives that I want to show off for content. That's what I do. I want to make this publicly clear as often as I can because this channel is full transparency. I will sell things that I get for free sometimes at an enormous discount in order to fund knife purchases. I will use your money to buy knives. That is what I do. In fact, if you donate during this live stream, I will likely use it to buy knives. I feel like that's the most respectful way to use your money considering you're here because of my content. So that's what I'm gonna do. But the benefit of the knife sales is that I discount these things ridiculously. So most of the time you can get a brand new knife for anywhere from 30 to 50% off. I got to be clear about this. It's very competitive. I have a lot of patrons, and when I do knife sales, pretty much the moment I post them, they're gone. But I do sell things. I sold my my new PMP Alpha Beast for $420, I think. Those are $800 knives. I sold it for $420. But that's the kind of stuff that I do. So if you're interested in that, I have a $1 tier that will grant you access to literally everything. There's no difference between any of the tiers. If you want to join my Patreon community, I'm very active there. I do a lot of fun stuff. The knife sales are the most popular, and I'm in the middle of a campaign right now where I'm selling a ton of stuff. 5 knives a week. So if you want to join, there's a link at the top of the chat that says my Patreon, and you can join by clicking on it and choosing whatever tier you want. Personally, I would recommend the least expensive tier because you get everything there anyway. So anyways, there you go. Aaron Kaiser, totally worth it. Join the Patreon. I'm glad that you're enjoying your time there. I am working on a way to make my knife sales more... Patrons have expressed it's very difficult sometimes to buy knives because there's so many people competing, given like the prices are so low that people buy them like instantly. And I'm working on a way to make that better. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that, but as of right now, I drop a knife sale once a week and they pretty much sell immediately. I'm trying to make it fair. I'm going to brainstorm some ideas to make that a little better, but I appreciate everybody who supports me on Patreon, and it is very important to me that my Patreon supporters are happy. So I will work on that. But Patreon's fun. So sell more. Time is the problem. I'm juggling a channel that uploads twice a day. I'm juggling Patreon. I'm juggling Discord. I'm juggling Instagram. I'm juggling communication between knife companies. And trying to schedule content, and at the same time my kids are involved with literally every sport imaginable. My wife is pregnant and I try to go to the gym. This is a full-time job. YouTube is my job, so I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can. It's hard to sell things in larger groups because it's very chaotic to manage a knife sale where everybody's trying to buy everything all at once. So yeah. Hire a Patreon mod. Again, I don't want people working for me. I don't want to be responsible for yet another thing that will add time and potentially frustration for somebody that wouldn't like me as an employer, you know? So it's difficult. You know, it seems like an easy thing. I get that it seems like a really simple thing from like a lot of different perspectives, but there are challenges to this, you know? So I want to keep things the same way. I don't want to have to change, and I don't want to add additional stress because I've got other things going on. And when I'm not stressed out, that's when my content is the most fun. So, balance of the universe. What is the status of my production knife? It's getting close. It's getting close. No promises, but most of what I wanted to do, to my absolute joy, most of what I have wanted to do is most likely going to come true. So, very happy. Favorite knife of all time? I mean, my favorite knife in my collection is it's still the arch nemesis. That's the knife that my wife had made for me. She, talked to Brian Nadeau and had that made. But I think honestly my second favorite is the Dion Nell dagger here. Favorite knife design of all time is the Shirogorov F3NS. Favorite American pocket knife of all time is the DLT Trading exclusive Hinder XM18 3.5 inch non-flipper fullard spear. I got a lot of different favorites. It depends on the category. Favorite knife dollar for dollar overall is the Vision FG. Favorite American knife of all time, dollar for dollar. If we're going to reduce it to dollar for dollar utility, is still the Benchmade Griptilian, or in this case, the Ritter Hogue, for sure. Favorite Spyderco is still the Shaman, definitely. Favorite aesthetic design from Spyderco? The Python, which is not an in-house Spyderco design. That's Peter Rosenzi. But the most beautiful Spyderco ever created is definitely the Python. That's the knife where people go, oh wow, Spydercos are not all ugly. Beautiful knife. Did I miss the giveaway? You did not. If you're joining right now and you're wondering, did I miss the giveaway? You did not. In fact, the giveaway will happen very soon. And tonight is triple bonus night, which means if you win, there's going to be 2 winners. If you win, you get to draw from the final 4 pouches. You get to select 2 of the pouches. Well, the first person does. Mathematically, this is how this is going to go. There's 4 pouches. First winner selects 2. They get to choose. The second winner just gets what's left over. But I have 2 additional pouches. I've manipulated this to make it really fun. 2 additional pouches that you get to choose from. And you cannot not get a premium knife. I've made sure. If you have the unluckiest pick and you get 2 budget knives, I've made sure the bonus pouches contain premium knives and really interesting ones. So, don't leave. Because if you win, you're going to win big. I've made sure of it. I have cheated my own system to make sure that if you win tonight, you win a crap load of awesome stuff, no matter what. Why do you mispronounce Shaman? The same way that Nick Shabazz does. Because it bothers people, and I think that's funny. People corrected me so much in the early videos, I was like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate the next 5 years of YouTube to intentionally mispronouncing the word shaman. And now I do that. It's almost the same reason I use the obsidian toenail to unbox knives instead of using different pocket knives. Number 1, every YouTuber does that. They just use a different pocket knife to unbox things, and it's like, wow, cool. I like the obsidian toenail because it sets me apart a little bit, and because it pisses people off. It's funny, and it's kind of an inside joke. I like that now when people ask that question under a video, I get a whole bunch of other people just being like, if you know, you know. Shaman or Padre? I mean, it depends what you want. I think the Shaman is still overall, I mean, if you want the American stuff, then obviously you got to go Shaman. Like the Shaman is still more comfortable, but the Padre is like you're getting more premium sauce. You know. I should have somebody sharpen a spoon for me and then use that to unbox things periodically. That would really bother people. New watch, please. The Tudor Pelagos is my dream watch, and I do plan to. Like a lot of people. I don't know if you guys know this. I'll say this again. I don't have the same view of watches that I do knives, in the sense that I have a lot of Save Queen knives. I don't have any Save Queen watches. I already have a scratch on this, actually, right here somewhere. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't care if this gets scratches on it. I'm going to wear this watch. I love the way it looks, and a scratch on a watch just doesn't bother me. So, yeah, the Pelagos is... It's my dream watch. It's perfect. It's everything I wanted it to be. I love it, and I'm going to wear it. So... The case is not titanium. The band is, though. The band is titanium. Why didn't your tools get voices like the others? Because that like, number one, I edited that video intentionally to be under 8 minutes so that YouTube could not put an ad on it. Any video over 8 minutes, YouTube puts ads on. I'll be honest with you guys. The reason my unboxings are always over 8 minutes is so I can put ads on them, because I want to get paid for my time, you know? But I intentionally edited that video so that it was under 8 minutes, so that it wouldn't break up the effect that I was trying to create. That took 3.5 hours to make that video, which sounds silly, but editing takes time. That's why I don't do it very often. But adding more voices would have been more complicated, so I tried to... Did you guys enjoy that? I know that was really random. I had a lot of fun creating that, and I thought it would be fun for you guys, so I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Killer Bean says, anybody want a chili dog? Sure, man. Are you handing them out? All of the voices for the tools were me, except for the T6-bit, which was Nick Shabazz. I sent that video to Nick Shabazz, and I thought, do you want to... You gotta take, and he's like, do you want like you want any voice work? And I was like, oh yeah, dude, like you could be T6-bit, because I got a part for that. And he gave me a few different. He read a couple of lines and just sent all the audio files to me. So, but I love that he was like, you jackass. Oh man. I do not make 50,000 a week from YouTube. If I made 50,000 a week from YouTube, you guys would see a lot better knives. There's nothing that I want. I'll put it this way: there's nothing else I'd rather do than this. There's no 9 to 5 that's going to be better than YouTube for me right now. But I don't make 50,000 a week. All right, I have to go to the bathroom, and then when I come back, oh. Have you seen the titanium Morale? No! They made a titanium one. They didn't even ask me. They should ask me. Should have said, hey, what do you think of this, MC? They didn't even tell me. No, I'll have to message them about that. I have to go to the bathroom. When I come back, we'll draw for the knives. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Yes, I washed my hands. Don't worry about it. I gotta touch all this stuff. Don't ask me if I wash my hands. I wash my hands. As far as you know. Alright, hold on. Some of these things have special places, so give me a sec here. We don't want to mark stuff up because you never know what's going to get given away in the future, right? Oh yeah, do this. Do this. If you haven't done this yet, there's 1,400 of you in there. Check out my Patreon for private knife sales. It's linked right at the top of the comment, or the chat there. But anyways, how to enter for the free giveaway. You don't have to pay anything for this. You don't have to be a Patreon member. You don't have to be a channel member. If you're watching, even if you're not subscribed, I would love it if you were subscribed. But even if you're not subscribed, you can enter. So do these cards here. That's all you got to do. There's a link in the description. Watch the video for the instructions, but essentially you just need to leave a comment under it. Keep it PG. Don't say the F word. Type something like cheeseburger. That will not get you filtered by YouTube. God bless it. This thing is huge. All right. Some of these are still going to be visible. None of the knives on the table are going to be given away. We have the final 4 here, and we have the bonus pouches. So, if your name is drawn, again, do these, right? There's a link in the description. If your name is drawn, you get to select 2 of the pouches from here and 1 of the pouches from here. The first person who wins. The second person who wins, you just get what's left over. But you can't, no matter what you draw, you're guaranteed at least 1 premium knife because I've manipulated it this way. That's why we've done it this way, okay? So, hang on. Where's my Gatorade? There it is. Been neglecting the Gatorade. You guys got me all excited here. All right. Hold on. Let me load the page up. Give me a sec. NES music, man. 8-bit music is so awesome. It's just way too good. I want to say this playlist is like the top 100 NES songs of all time. It's like a 4.5 hour, 5 hour playlist if you guys want to look it up for yourselves. But that's what I'm using here. Alright. Got the page loaded up. Let me get the link. Slaps! This beat slaps. I'm in YouTube Studio here getting the link for the video you guys entered on. That's why I do it. If you're new, I keep all the links under an unlisted video. That way we know that the people who are entered are people who are live in chat. So here we go. We have commentpicker.com, third-party website. We're going to refresh the page so it's a fresh page. We're going to zoom in here and we're going to add this link. I'll let you guys check that link right there. You can see it's actually titled the same way, but there's a link right there. You can check it for yourself. We're going to filter duplicate users. Scroll down here. We're going to get YouTube comments real quick. Give me a sec. Let it load up. $1,700. Where are these people at? How many people have? We got about 15. Okay, that's about normal. 1,500 people live. We got 1,674 unique comments. The first winner. We're gonna do this quick because we're running out of time here, and I still want to do my regular chit chat with everybody who likes to hang out afterwards. The first winner, selecting 3 pouches, is Michael Ladd, 6958. He's got a nice, well-groomed beard there. It's mine tonight. Thank you. This is the winner. You are, in fact, the winner. That's an easy profile picture to pick out. Let's find him. Let's find him in chat. Make yourself known, Michael. You gotta give him a sec because he's probably freaking out. Nobody ever expects to win, so give him a sec. Make yourself known in chat. Everybody else slow down a bit. Give him a chance to make himself known. We gotta find you in chat. You got a couple of minutes here. Then I gotta move on, draw another winner if you're not here. There he is. Oh, and he's a knight. Fantastic. There he is. All right. You only have 12% left on that. You get to pick 2 pouches from here. 1 through 4. Give me 2 numbers here. And then make 1 or 2 here. If that makes sense. Slow down, chat. Let him talk. Thank you. Tell him congrats, but... Michael, so you give me 2 numbers right here. 1 through 4. Give me 1 number here. It's gonna be good. I can't wait for you guys to see. He could technically pick like 3 premium knives right now. I'm here. Yeah, no, I see you, bud. I see you. Give me 3 numbers. 1 through 4, 2 numbers here, and 1 number here. No, I know. His chat's a little late. His chat, the YouTube servers are trying to keep up. 2, 3, 1. I got it. 2, 3, and 1. Oh, we'll save these because the second winner gets those. So here's what we got. For the first one. Oh, holy crap! He got the DLC coated carbon fiber Pulsar XL from Kunwu. That's definitely one of the nicest knives in the bunch. There you go. That's a sweet one for sure. There you go. Fantastic win here. Let's see what he's got next. The next one is... Oh, okay, he got another premium knife. This is what I mean. Triple winner here. The Kunwu, or I'm sorry, the Concept. Oh crap, I forgot. The Anomaly. S35VN and titanium. He got a second premium knife, and that of course means he is truly a maxed out winner here, with the third knife being, good lord, the winnings here are insane. So this is the Cavill Ritback, valued at $380. What a win. Congratulations, dude. That was a serious pile. I thought that odds would give that it would be... The second winner's still going to be happy, but you definitely... The haul here is ridiculous. The haul for this win is insane. I like to do things big, right? I mean, like, I knew there was a chance somebody would get a haul like this, but yeah, this is all yours. So, I mean, I made it so you can't not get a premium knife. But anyways, email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your shipping information. Make sure that include your first and last name and your full shipping details. Don't worry if I don't respond right away. It might be all the way up until next Friday, but you will absolutely get all of these knives, their original boxes, everything, and I'll provide tracking information. So congratulations, man. That was a hell of a win. Holy moly. All right. Let's carefully put these back into the pouches and choose the final winner for the remaining 3, which are they're still very cool. But I had to I didn't want like this to go out with somebody not getting a premium knife. So, hey. No, you don't. Okay, the Lexus UX ad we got there. We just have to wait. These are yours. They'll remain in the pouches until I pack them. Okay, final 3 pouches. There is something very special in one of those pouches that's very hard to get. So, don't worry. There's still something crazy in there. Pick another winner. The final winner tonight. Angel Hewley. I'm so sorry. I know I mispronounced your name. Angel Hewley, 88. Rated PG. Good luck, peeps. Let's find this person in chat. I'll be able to recognize that. There he is right there. Yo, there he is. I see you. I see you. Yep, right there immediately. What do we have? Let's open these pouches up and see what you got. So we have, was this the Frag? Or no, what do they call this? The Bestec Tsukiano design. I can't remember. This is a button lock. It's actually a really nice EDC, and it's got a cool grind here. But a budget knife. Definitely a cool one, though. And I like the lever action, and it does survive the spine whack tap, right? We just do the triple tap from now on. But a good knife for sure. The second one here, what do we have? We got the liner lock Moyarl, the one that everybody thinks looks exactly like the, what do they call it? Oh, the one that Ben Peterson designed. But a good knife. And then the third one, this is the one that's special. You got two budget knives here, but there's a silver. These are great knives. I'm not trying to, put those down. The first winner definitely got the haul, but I did put something very special in here. This is a hard knife to get, and it's a rare one. This is the coin knife by Serge Panchenko. These are popular, and they're very hard to get, and they're often clones, but this is the production coin knife by Serge Panchenko. And I believe what we have here, is it M390, number 208. That's a fun one. Come on now. That's a really cool one. I've been holding on to this forever because people always ask about it, and they're just really, really unavailable, and it's such a unique little knife with a little liner lock. But the whole thing is titanium. Super cool. Very fun. So, congratulations. Please, where's my... What in tarnation? Where did that go? Oh, it's over here. Please, email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your full name, your shipping information, and the exact knives that you won. That makes my knife makes my life very easy. But congratulations. Luck of the draw, but hey, either way, you win 3 knives, right? Now, I have a fun thing for everybody now. I'm not giving any more knives away, but I do have something cool to tell you guys. A couple of different knife companies have noticed how I do my live streams, and they're fans of it. And they said, can we provide? If you're a knife company watching this video right now, if you're watching my live stream right now, and you're wondering, can we provide knives for giveaway? You sure can. You absolutely can, because everybody loves that. Everybody loves free stuff. If you specifically want to provide knives for my live streams to make my viewers happy, you are more than welcome to send me stuff, because I will give it away. 2 companies provided an extraordinary number of really nice knives. The next group of 20, there are a lot more premium knives that will be a part of that group. So, starting next week, I will have a fresh batch of 20. Your chances of receiving a premium knife from the next batch are much higher. I would say literally half of the knives that I'm going to put in the pouches are premium, and I mean like $200 plus. So, we'll have a big, awesome group for next time. I'll give you a hint. QSP and Pyrotech were big fans, so we got some fun stuff from them, for sure. And I'm going to put my own fun stuff in there, too, because I mean, as you guys could guess, I have a lot of knives, so... Second winner, shafted? No way. That coin knife? If you know, you know. That Serge Panchenko coin knife? Dude, there's a lot of people after that. You want to see the washing? Yeah, in fact, I'll show the clasp on it. So the clasp is my favorite part. This has ceramic detent balls on both parts of this, but the reason I say it's the most comfortable is we have 3 adjustments, but the final adjustment, this is such a beautiful thing, because I have to, most of the time I have to wear this on the maxed out adjustment. Right here, you can see it's a little springy. It's got freaking coil springs underneath there. That means that I can wear it when my wrist swells to the maximum thickness, this band will actually expand with me, which is wonderful. It is so comfortable. God, I love wearing this. It is so cool and it is so crisp. It also has a 60 click, and at the very top, one of the clicks at the noon position or at the 12 o'clock position actually has a stiffer detent. Oop, I went past it. The goal of this was to showcase how easy it is to get it to 12 o'clock, but it's got a stiffer detent, meaning that it should be a little bit easier to mark that final position in the dark. Right now my wrists are not swollen. So I actually will wear it at, whoops, I shouldn't have closed it. That was dumb. But I'll wear it at position 1 or 2. But my wrists swell like crazy depending on how much water I've had or, you know, what I've eaten, right? I consume a lot of water and I also consume a lot of salt. And I also take creatine. And so my wrists will swell, but that position 1, 2, and 3, being able to adjust this thing on the fly is one of my big things. The first nice watch that I obtained was a Seiko Samurai from Nick Shabazz, and it had a custom diver's clasp on it. And he ruined me from that day because I realized like I do need to adjust my watch, like, you know, especially during the summer. And so being able to do that is a big deal to me. And now when I buy watches, that's the reason I love the Formex Reef so much, is because it has that on-the-fly adjustment. I don't have to use tools to adjust it. So, big fan of that. The Seiko, I'm telling you, my experience is if you're going to start with nice watches, the Seiko Prospects, like those, if you like the all-metal divers and stuff like that, or maybe if you even like the leather band, but those Seiko Prospects, God, those are so good. And I would recommend going to strap code and replacing the band. Like the Seiko bands are okay, but the strap code custom bands are so much better. And the divers extension clasps are so worth it. You're going to pay about 100 to 120 bucks on top of the watch, but it's so worth it. And you're talking about maximum comfortability. I'm a huge fan of that. I don't have an enormous amount of knowledge when it comes to watches. I have an appreciation, like a baseline appreciation for things, but comfort and aesthetic is so important to me. I've found so much love with the Seiko Prospect stuff. It is a Surge Rook. Yeah, that's the Surge, the USA custom Rook. One of the clickiest, most satisfying knives to deploy. Unfortunately, this is a very difficult knife to get your hands on, and it is also a very expensive knife to get your hands on, with a base price of, I believe, $1,200. I did pay for that. Don't think I got that for free. I paid for it. The Bowie and the DLC. You want to see me cut paper with the DLC Padre. Yeah, it fell right on top of there. Yeah, very slicey. And then the Bowie. Oh yeah. Same thing. Ridiculous. This is crazy. This is an absolutely insane slicer. Like it's unreal, man. The cutting geometry of that Sleech Bowie is ridiculous. These live streams go so fast, guys. One of these nights, I know I keep promising it, but one of these nights we will go past an hour and a half. For the 300 to 500 of you that like to hang out. Oh, I do have to give you guys I want to give you guys some memberships here. So here are 20 memberships from me. I'm going to pay for these. Obviously, I get some of this back because it goes into my channel. But here's 20 memberships from me for the people who like to hang out afterwards. But I promise you there will come an evening where I hang out for much longer. And we can talk about whatever you want. So congrats to the people who got the free memberships. Congrats to the winners of the knives tonight. You guys know what time it is. This is the evening where I hang out with my wife and kids and we watch a movie and we do all that stuff. So I am confined by time. Whoever had the Space Ghost logo there, that's awesome. Yes, it's a Space Ghost and he's got the Space Ghost logo with the alien emojis. That's a sick... I can't believe you got that as an YouTube profile name. Space Ghost. Raise your swords for Space Ghost. That's awesome. You guys remember watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast? God, I used to stay up late as a little kid and watch that. I'll never forget the episode with Jim Carrey. Man, that was cool. Good time tonight, guys. Hey, if you didn't win, just remember, if you want more giveaways, I do that on Patreon, linked at the top of the chat. If you didn't win tonight, don't worry. I do this most of the time every week. Sometimes I take a 1 week break, but most of the time I do live streams where I, give away knives. So there's a lot of people watching. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's, the odds are low you're gonna win, but I'm gonna keep giving away my stuff because you guys are awesome supporting this channel, and I really appreciate it. There's nothing more fun to me than doing a live stream, interacting with the people who watch my content for whatever reason. Maybe you hate me and you only want to win a free knife. That's perfectly okay with me. But everybody deserves a chance to win something for free if you're taking the time to watch my content. So I will keep doing this, I promise. This is part of the chat's like, this is when MC gets all weird and mushy. Sorry. I appreciate you guys. I couldn't do this without you, so. Credit where it's due, as always. Love you all. More than you could possibly imagine. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.